has been a while since the release of the iPhone 17 Pro, and I think all the hype around this model is actually true. This new iPhone offers features that, in my opinion, even for people coming from the 16 Pro, are worth considering. The battery is amazing, the camera is another thing that I've been loving a lot, and even the so controversial design adds to what it feels like a more substantial upgrade this year. No matter how you look at it, and all of the criticism that the new unibody design has received, mostly due to its perceived durability, this phone is aiming to be phone of the year. I personally have been using the iPhone 17 Pro with a case or not a case depending on the situation, and I haven't treated it any different than what I did to my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I haven't seen any noticeable scratches or anything. I mean, not even noticeable. I can look really deep into the iPhone and there's literally nothing. It's in perfect condition. But obviously I take really good care of my phones and I don't really tend to drop them or break them all that often. I don't think I broke an iPhone probably in years. Regardless, if you do, it's highly recommended to use AppleCare. Obviously this is an expensive device, but so is the iPad Pro, the MacBook Pro, and so many other Apple products that if you drop them, they will dent. And I'm not excusing what a bad quality design will be, but guys, this phone is very premium and there's a reason why it's now aluminum. As some of you already know, it's not due to cost savings, it's just the right material for the performance this phone has. Okay, now to break it down simple and quick, aluminum has better heat performance than titanium because when the iPhone generates heat, aluminum conduces that heat a lot better, while titanium acts more as an insulator. Now, it's also worth saying that the iPhone 16 Pro wasn't made fully of titanium, as majority of the phone was made out of glass, but regardless, the story is basically the same, as the glass doesn't dissipate heat as well as aluminum does. Although the front and back glass are significantly better at resisting scratches, which makes the whole experience of being caseless every now and then much less stressful. And it's still a little bit early for me to say because, you know, all my iPhones in the past have scratched fairly early into my ownership, but so far this one looks perfect. The anti-reflectivity is actually really nice, nothing too crazy compared with the previous iPhone, but I like it a lot, especially for the outdoors. Honestly, even for recording videos, but that's more of a niche reason, mostly regarding to me, that you guys probably won't care much, but it looks really good and is definitely improvement. Still has some room to get better, but it's a lot better than what we had before, so I really cannot complain. Saying this, the material choice has a reason to be what it is, but if you're still concerned about your iPhone's durability, you should consider a case from the sponsor of this video, MacBag. This is the Elite case from MacBag, and they have been a partner of the channel for a very long time, and every new phone I get comes along with their Elite case. Their cases are very good looking and quite multifunctional. To start, you have the amazing telescoping magnet that can attach to most metal surfaces and can be especially useful when working out or experimenting with recipes, or at least that's how I like to use mine. You also have the finger loop and a pinky pillow that overall make the long-term use of your phone way more comfortable, give you a better grip, and help you forget all about the pinky fatigue. And if you're like me, I consume most of my content on my phone, and the integrated phone stand makes doing that a seamless experience. All of those amazing features are packed into a case that matches the elevated look of your phone while making it a bit more functional and protected. Saying this, if you want to try the Elite case, check the link in the description below or use the code silvagnoli15 for 15% off, and I have a feeling that you're gonna like them as much as I do. Now, the battery has been probably everything I ever wanted in a smaller Pro. Especially coming from my last video, I saw many of you that were interested into maybe downsizing, but having the worst battery was always the thing that made you guys, and including myself, also choosing the Max version. This year is not the case, as this battery is actually very comparable to the 16 Pro Max from last year, and throughout my day I've been able to use it more than a whole day in some cases, depending on what I'm doing that day. Like a few days ago, I was able to charge it to 100% from the morning and then use it all the way till maybe 10 a.m. of the next day, which is a huge improvement coming from this specific phone. The cameras by far are the main reason why I upgrade every single year, because I really enjoy iPhone photography. If you guys don't know, raw photos capture so much information, so if you know how to edit your own photos in Lightroom, you can get incredible results from this camera, getting that look that you want with enough room to make changes without breaking your image. I already spoke about the new features of my first impressions video, but as I get more time with the iPhone 17 Pro, I'm more convinced that this upgrade is more significant than some people think. I've been playing a lot with the 4X camera, and the quality of this sensor is absolutely amazing. With the previous iPhone and its 5x telephoto, not only you needed more light to ensure the least amount of grain on your photos, but it was also a big jump from the 2x without having to be that far from your subject. However, if you need that extra zoom, the 8x is also really good, and you know, when you take the photo, it may look a little bit grainy, but like the Pixel and like the Galaxy has that small lag where it corrects all those imperfections and it makes the photo look very usable, and in most cases pretty amazing if you ask me. But it's still worth saying that it's not a dedicated lens. However, as you guys probably know, Apple marketed this 8x lens as a native lens, but it's really not like that. It's almost like a native like, and the fact that the 4x sensor is now bigger, you can capture more light, so the image quality remains even with that digital crop. And the 48 megapixel also help with that composition, and at times you can even crop in a little bit more without ruining the original image. Now that it has been a month with the iPhone 17 Pro, I'm very happy with my decision. Downsizing was definitely the right move this year, and opting for the silver also seems like a right choice, but color is definitely a preference thing and much less important if you will end up using a case. But overall, my experience has been very smooth, and the issues I had with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, such as overheating, the weird lines that I had randomly on my screen, and the unusual bugs are nowhere to be found. Things seem super nice and I haven't really experienced any issues. The feel of the new body was weird at first, not gonna lie, but I'm really getting to enjoy what this new iPhone has to offer, and I'm really happy to use it as my daily. So if you've been thinking about upgrading this year, this may be the year to do so. As always guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye.
Us tonight, I'm gonna take you out.